Da, 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 da. No.
Yeah, let's not. Yes, we need music, but our option is not you.
I don't want it to be at all. So no. Hey, have you got a beer?
Yes, I do.
What are you drinking?
I'm dropping in our
Because the
sponsor.
last few times you've had some boring. Oh, hey,
Yes,
nice.
it's boring again.
That's our show sponsor. Yep.
Yeah.
Carbon
So,
six, Singularity.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. So,
yeah, nice.
yep. What
I'm
about
not on the
yourself?
water today. Well, I am. I'm on the amber waters.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, it's looking pretty tasty.
What is it?
This is one of the hottest properties in town at the moment, my friend.
I can't even say. Oh, 50K. Oh, yep. You actually got some. They bloody sold out.
Yeah, and they've hardly got any left in
Growlers.
now. There's like a small amount that is in there, but it should be out next week, apparently. So
Yeah, okay.
yeah, if you are chasing Happy Valley's gold medal winning 50K IPA,
Well, champion beer. It's
champion
not even
beer.
a gold medal.
Yes,
It's a champion beer.
That's right. Yeah, I'm just looking. They've got the medal on their can from last year as well. Like it won gold last year, so
Oh wow! So it's just a solid, yeah.
Yeah, such a good beer. And I saw a thing with Jake where he said that Ian set it up with such a wicked recipe, and he's just been able to just
Tweak
take it on, carry it forward, and just lift it up. So
yeah, and just do a couple of little tweaks here and there to make it his own.
Insane. Cheers, my friend.
Yep. Cheers. And yet again, I've got another Hendo glass. I'm not even going to raise that to camera.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Yeah. Hey, I wanted to bring this up early on the topic of intro music.
Yes.
I have had some interest.
No.
Someone wants to do something for us, in a sense.
Okay. Should I be concerned or should I be grateful?
Not at all. No, you should be fully enamored. And not only that, super proud that they listened enough to know that we needed intro music.
Yes.
I'm going to say a name.
Yep.
It actually relates to a story that we're going to bring up later on as well.
Okay.
And so Eloise.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Actually, that is sweet. That is very cool.
The legend from BrewDog, that's how a lot of us know.
Yep.
Yeah, so she messaged me and said if we can come up with like a concept or any sort of ideas, like style or something, she might see what she can do.
Fantastic.
We've got to sort of talk to her and whatever, but we might be able to do something. So that could be pretty cool. But yeah, I thought that was pretty exciting. And it's, from a friend of ours that we've all known for years. So
yeah, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
And we'll actually have some intro music finally.
Yeah, and outro music.
And outro.
Yeah. I've been thinking it'd be really cool to get I've been thinking all the time. The ADHD fucking never shuts up. But I was thinking it'd be cool to get like a gavel, a mini gavel. I was looking on AliExpress today for like a judge's gavel.
No!
Dong, dong.
Oh god!
How's off topic? But I was sitting here before, and I'm sitting here because before you come on. Sorry, everyone. I'm just going to talk to Matt for a second, but. Actually, you know what? No, this is a men's segment. If you are feeling uncomfortable, gentlemen, and you need to be on camera for whatever reason, I'm going to come out here and say that. I've found something that women are, well, not women, I think it's just people are gatekeeping from other people.
Okay.
And you're going to be on camera, right? Because I smacked myself in the head at work today and I cut myself. And I didn't want that on camera. So I was like, because I've been doing the podcast.
Are you telling me you've discovered concealer or something? Or foundation?
I use it all the time. You've got to find your skin tone. This is the brand that I use. This is a Maybelline concealer.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
No. Do you know what? Yeah, it comes with you need instructions for this shit. because I had to ask like for help, but you got to. It clicks around, and that actually pushes the concealer up in through the thing. But I can tell you what, this sits in your car, and if you've ever got like some sort of mark or thing, or you're going on a thing, man, if you get your skin tone, you can just bonk, and it's fucking brilliant. And that's my thing. You asked Joel when we were doing the video podcast. I had it with me for all sorts of times, and for someone who smashed their face in the ground and has scars all over their face, and is pretty self-conscious about being anywhere on camera, it's that
The
little
fact
thing
that you no longer look like Tom Cruise.
It was Brad Pitt that I asked him to make me look like.
That's
and,
right.
Yeah, and he said, I'm not that good of a doctor. So, dear. Mate, last week's pub court jury verdict. So previous week's case, number PC 004, influencers asking for free beer. Is it smart marketing or cringe entitlement? We both pretty much called where it was going to go on this.
Let's be real. My argument was absolutely atrocious. I was not on point that night.
Didn't seem to matter with the judge's choice because overwhelmingly from the kind of cringe camp with 90% of the vote.
Were you the one person who voted again?
Only, and in my defence, because I wasn't defence, but in my defence, because I do it, but I don't have influencers asking for free beer, except for today when I got an email from someone saying, "Hey, I'd love to work with you doing user-generated content, blah, blah, blah." And I laughed. I was like, because I knew we were doing this episode.
Oh, when you sent me that message, I just laughed.
Yeah, I knew what the results were, and I was like, oh, no.
What timing?
My little vote that I had in there. So, yep, influencers asking for free beer. It is cringe. So,
yes,
there you go. That decision has been made by our jury. If you want to join in on the jury, you just need to go to facebook.com/groups/Aussie Beer Voyage. Request to be a member, and I will let you in because I'm a legend pretty quickly. And then you will see at the moment we also have a massive poll that is in the featured section. And there's still 18 options that you can choose to vote, and you can vote for as many of these as you want to. And the one tonight that we are going to be the pub court, I've already deleted it so no one can vote for it anymore, but it will be $18 Schooners survival pricing or price gouging. So
yes,
that's that one. But anyway, we'll get to that later on. Mate, international news. Do you want to kick us off with your story?
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm going to drink some beer.
That's a fair call. So Innis Gunn is basically closing down. So they're a massive Scottish brewery. They've been around for God knows how long. But they were in a really awkward sort of position in terms of sizing, distribution, and things like that. But they were also, they were exporting to about 30 odd countries around the world.
Yep.
So they went into admin. They got bought out by CNC Group, which is the parent company that owns Tennent's Lager.
2003. They were founded.
So they got bought out by Tennent's effectively, who were a minor shareholder. Bought them out, and then after I don't think it was very long. Basically, the tenants have gone, nah, this isn't viable, and they're closing all the brewery down, all of their pubs, absolutely everything shutting down, which is such a shame because I really love their beers.
Yeah.
I one of the times we were joking about it earlier, been over the UK a few times. One of the times was during New Year in Hogmanay up in Edinburgh.
Yep.
and just happened to be a pub across the road, as there is from where I was staying. It's
As in
Edinburgh. There's a
accommodation
pub.
choices in these days.
Yeah, exactly. But I just happened to walk into one when they were doing a like one of those sort of raffle things for a local orphanage sort of thing. I was like, oh yeah, £20 worth of tickets, whatever. I think I cleared out probably about five of the 20 odd prizes, so I did pretty
Oh
well.
wow.
But one of them was a single bottle of a anniversary Innis Gunn beer that had been barrel aged and kept for God knows how long.
Mm.
And I didn't think anything of it. Brought it home. I was like, yeah, this is awesome. Drank it when the next time Dad came out, and then worked out that it was the bottle one from cask one.
Oh wow.
It
Holy
was the
shit.
it was the first one. So I had to send in an email to Innis Gunn trying to find out, like, where did like I thought this would have been kept, and they basically sent an email responding going, how the hell did you get it? Having to explain I won it in a random raffle.
Wow.
Still got the little cardboard sleeve that it comes in because it's like handwritten one, bottle one of cask one. And I'm like, oh yeah, that is sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, just it's a real shame with these guys. They've
Do you think that because we'll go on to the next story as well, like BrewDog Australia has been bought out by the same group who bought out the group in Scotland, Tilray Brands.
Yep.
Do you think that the craft beer scene in Scotland has anything to do with this? And the fact that BrewDog has been under so much pressure and that as well, that it's just difficult for big Scottish breweries to be as powerful. Like, what's
So
happening in Scotland that's made this,
I
like
I
both
can't.
BrewDog and this?
Yeah, I can't speak to Scotland, but the UK definitely there is a shift, and even as recently as I went over, I could definitely see a shift, sort of in the same way that we saw decade ago, or more,
Is it
where
is it
tap
craft beer
contracts.
or is it just
No,
drinking?
no, it's tap contracts.
Right. Yeah.
So they've got even there, and also the way of drinking is slightly changing. So companies like this, Brewdogs, it's a bit of a weird one. I think they just got a bit too big and outdated for what they were trying to put themselves out as.
Yeah.
Um, but with definitely the beer market over there, it's either hyper local or it's kegs now. Whereas beforehand, these guys could get on casks and everything like that, and it was easy enough. Beers were heavily cask orientated, whereas now they can't risk it because yes, people are slowing down drinking nationally as well as in the UK.
Yep.
So 3 days is not enough time for a keg. They can't rely on casks anymore. So a lot of these older guys that have been around for a while that sort of came into that sort of reignition of the cask beers are now struggling because now they've got to try and change again.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's where people are going. That's where pubs are going. Is they need steady supply of keg beer rather
Yep.
than casks, and being able to change them over regularly. They just need, I need 5 kegs of this, 5 kegs of that, 10 kegs of this, and that's where it's going. It's. I think it's just a shift. It's not that drinking slowing down massively, but it's just a shift in what people are drinking that's
Yep.
causing this sort of stuff.
Yeah. It's and I think it's only going to keep going. Like I think what a lot of people don't realize, there's been so many impacts, like externally, around drinking. Like even especially here in Australia, you've got the "don't drink and drive" message has been hammered home.
Oh,
We drink the light,
huge
we
now.
drink beers. So all of these things are good. Like I'm not saying
Yes.
they're not good or they're not beneficial
No.
to society as a whole, but they do have an effect
They're
on
more in your
the
face.
way of life that we used to say. And we say, oh yeah, we used to do this. Well, yeah, you can't do that anymore. You can't have your
No.
5 schooners and drive home after having a session with your mates at the pub and things like that. That's just not what you do anymore.
No.
And so the cost of everything goes up because you need to catch taxis, or you just don't go out as much, or you buy takeaways and drink them at home, and you don't socialize as much because you're doing things, or you're having barbecues at home. Like the
Yeah.
whole drinking landscape has changed.
which
and
kind
will
of leads us,
continue to do so.
yeah, which leads us on literally to our pub court sort of thing today is the price of beer in bars and tap rooms.
100%.
It's
100%.
so it's not a surprise, but
Yeah.
yeah, as you mentioned, yeah, BrewDog. I mean, obviously that whole sales now going through across their entire range, isn't it?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. They bought them all. So
Yeah.
yeah. Which I think is a good thing.
Yes.
I was talking to Tim the other week, and he was pretty optimistic that everything was going to be okay. For those that don't know, Tim, I was going to freaking try and say his surname. Then I was like,
Please don't.
Rad Tim. I think his surname sounds like a sneeze, like Tim Raju. But yeah, he was saying that he was pretty comfortable. He was sure everything would be worked out because who would they sell to? Like maybe
Well, that's it.
Gage Rhodes or someone who wants a,
Maybe.
But it's a big system there, and
It is.
it would
In
almost be
saying
able
that,
to stand
it would,
alone from
yeah,
any other brand. You just
keep
crank
it
it out.
running.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
You got anything else you want to add on any of that, or?
no, I just think, yeah, I think with the obviously with Tilray Brands acquiring BrewDog, it sold a lot less than I was expecting. Like that is a lot less than I was.
They probably want to wrap it up pretty quick.
They want it done. They want that deal done and dusted.
Yeah, they don't want people. If you and ah and look too much into the details, then they might find shit. So they're like, yeah, we'll take we'll take that price.
We'll drop this off. We'll drop that off. Yeah. Oh, this is going to cost us money here, so therefore we're not gonna we're dropping our price again. So I think it probably came in at a price that they go, oh, you know what? Let's just take it and run.
Yeah, it kind of sounds to me like they're looking to continue to grow the BrewDog brand in a sense, and it would be interesting to see how they do that. Like what sort of markets they can tap into, or what sort of opportunities they can do that are a little bit different than has already been done, I guess.
Yes. I think it's also in Australia, and I think this leads to what Tim was saying, is that he's fairly comfortable, is I'm pretty sure Australia is the only BrewDog arm that's profitable.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't surprise me because it's one brewery with how many outlets?
Yeah.
So,
That's it.
Plus, our mate Mick is a weapon out on the road selling for him at the moment.
Yeah.
So, he's a weapon as a salesman. So
he will be putting he'll be putting BrewDog beers everywhere. But to have that sort of, I can understand why they would probably want it. Obviously, it's easier just to wrap everything up in one package, bang, sell it off. But the fact that the Australian arm is profitable is good for the current way that it's operating. So it means that there's less likely to be any sort of cuts here, there, or penny pinching, or going, any ruthlessness, we would hope. Down the line, if they're going, well, it's already profitable, what can we do just to keep advancing that, rather than what do we need to do to skimp down on things so we can become profitable?
Yeah. Yep.
So hopefully that's a good sign for the Australian arm anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, so the next news article is about the beer that I'm drinking. Well, not about the beer, but it's about the brewery.
Yes.
That brews it, which I must say I'm struggling to put it down. Like I keep
you just want to keep
it's so good, man. I just want to I would have finished it now if I haven't been as well behaved as I have been. I've literally been having a mouthful going, man, I could just neck this, and I reckon I'm going to soon. But
do I just need to keep watching the timer and go as soon as it pauses? I know he's running off for another beer.
100%. So this is a news article that I found in Daily Queensland, but I spoke to Shane, like it's the weekend edition. That came out on Monday. I spoke to Shane yesterday. Anyway, I spoke to him, and he said that they put out a media release that they're opening the new venue called Hop City in Wollongabba, which is super exciting.
Yes.
They're going to be, man, Jake's going to have his ring all out, being able to brew enough for the brewery and for this new venue, because correct me if I'm wrong, but this beer is really, really good.
It was banging.
This is going to be, you mark my words, I'm going to say it here first, and someone else has probably already called it, but I reckon this is going to be their ticket. This is going to be the beer that they're brewing all the time, and it's hanging around. And
do you reckon
they become known for a bit more outside of Brisbane, because Happy Valley is really well known in Brisbane circles, but I reckon this is going to be the beer that.
Are we gonna have a bit of a shift in the Royal Queensland Beer Awards, and it's no longer going to be the Moffat Beach Awards? It's going to become the Happy Valley Awards.
Oh, well, to be fair, last year was Slipstream.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we think of sort of IPAs and things like that, I mean, Trilogy has always been a very iconic IPA, especially with Moffat, and then
so much so, like it's an absolutely stunning beer.
Yes,
insane.
And I mean,
the other day, Matty had to dump a batch.
Oh no!
Trilogy, I saw that. I saw that come through, and he was like, you could see in his face, he was
devastated.
He was just like, it's just not what he wanted. Something must have happened. I don't know. I can't conjecture anything about what could have happened, but he was just, Matty won't let anything go.
No.
Quality's not up at all, which is why we love Moffat Beach beers.
Yep.
But that must have been hard. To do that. But
I
think this beer is up there.
It is. I think you're right. I think every brewery needs that one beer that becomes sort of synonymous with the brewery.
Yeah,
that's what helps them. And it doesn't mean anything to the general punters, but what it does mean is that for the craft beer drinkers and those that are seeking new beers and things like that, that there's a beer that they go, oh yeah, I've heard of that. Which brewery is it? And they go searching it out.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
so I think it will help them.
I think if you're going to have a venue called Hop City as well,
yes,
you want a hoppy beer.
I think the timing.
Valley always make hoppy beers, but the timing
of this is you couldn't time it better.
I know, it's such good publicity.
But also the location that they've got is perfect because that whole area is getting a big redo.
Yep.
So Meet at Billy's have just opened up down there as well. I think there's a.
Have you had Meet at Billy's?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is so good.
So I think when you've got that sort of thing happening down there, I think it's a perfect location for it.
Yep.
Within walking distance of public transport, which is the problem with Happy Valley, it is a little bit hard to get to.
Yeah.
With public transport.
Well, you're in the Gabba, right?
But with the Gabba,
it times as well. There's the German Club. There's Hiker. There's Future Magic. You've got.
It's so easy.
A little community as well to like do a little pub crawl if you wanted.
Yeah.
So, and you're right next to the Wollongabba station there. That bus transit.
The bus depot. Yeah.
Yeah, which is insane.
I know it's going to be really good for me, especially on a Wednesday and Thursday if I'm in at the office, because the 185 my bus stops off at the Wollongabba bus stop, so it's either going to be really good or really bad. And it comes down to timing as to which bus turns up first. If it's the 180, I bypass it. If it's the 185, I'm going past Hop City every single day.
I'd be stopping.
Yeah, it's going to be dangerous. But
the other thing to reckon about this beer that's going to make it pretty iconic is, remember like Jedi Juice and like all these beer, the cans and the artwork is just
stood out.
Yeah, it's just simple. It's not super in your face. Like you can recognize it against anything else super quick.
Yes.
And for them to bring out and to win the awards and then to bring out this venue as all of this has happened, as you said, it's perfect timing. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah. It couldn't be any better timing, I think. So this will be good.
Yeah, Shane's down the Goldie this week for a couple of days. He's doing a thing down there. I was talking to him this morning.
He probably needs a break.
I dropped in and saw Jet and Jake this morning. Yep. And I was out on the road delivering shit. And Jake's got, man, the beer that he has in the fermenter from today's brew, like holy shit! Wait for this when you guys start seeing some beers coming out. So
Yeah, right.
Do you like Riz? It's oof.
That's going to be dangerous.
Yeah, can't wait. And Jake was like, "Oh man, I wish I could get my hands on a barrel." I was like, "Man, Jake and barrels are just dangerous."
What is up? No, he's already got enough barrels. Like, he's got to stop. At some point, he has to stop.
He can't, man. He loves his barrels, and he makes such good barrel beers too. So
I know, but eventually, he's got to stop. We've got to stop feeding his little barrel demon that just wants to keep making barrel beers.
Hell no, let him
just let him rip. Yeah. Just let him rip.
Yeah, he did. Did we mention it last week? Yeah, the Stone Curlew, like his barrel age program.
I don't think we actually have yet.
Yeah, so Stone Curlew, his barrel age program that he does with Hiker, also got a gold and a bronze, I think.
Gold and a bronze, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, the Royal Queensland Beer Awards. So yeah, the man can brew in barrels. Phenomenal. So
yeah, you're not wrong with that.
Yeah, mate. Next news article is kind of a big deal.
It's a weird one, and it's been going on for it's been going on for over 12 months now.
Yeah, right.
So like this is it's old news, but it's only really becoming well known now.
Yeah.
And that's for those who aren't aware, Brendale Brewing sold early last year, or mid. I think the sale finalized mid last year, and that was sold to a group called SKJ Capital, who have Gorilla Grind Coffee. They've got marketing company. They got weird stuff. It's an investment company, and they've divested some of the money into their own brands, which is interesting. As well as online gambling, which I'm not a huge fan of. I really hope they don't bring gambling into the breweries, but we'll see. Yeah. But also the CEO of SKJ, I think he just likes collecting things and he likes collecting things and just wants to have toys. So he bought Alamo Brewing in the US last year as well. I think it was just before the Brendale sale went through.
Yeah, right.
So it was early last year. It was a brewery that was already bankrupt. It was done and dusted. Yet they spent $3.75 million on it. Absolute dumb amount of money.
To be stupid and rich.
Oh, yes.
I hate being smart and poor.
Yeah, because you know how poor you are.
You need that on a shirt.
Yes. So basically, because of that, they've purchased Alamo Brewing, and they've decided, from what I'm aware of, is they're rebranding Brendale to Alamo Beer.
Right. Does that mean they're going to brew some of Alamo's beer recipes here, do you reckon?
Yes, so they've already started.
Right, okay.
So they've already got, my understanding is they've got 2 already out, and they've got another 4 or so in tank.
Yeah, okay.
So they're already underway with this. So if you've been into the brewery, which is, oh God, I think Ryan bought the original owner. He bought that nearly 10 years ago originally. So he's one of the sort of OGs in sort of North Brisbane. Bought that. And then I think
you used to work there and have
yeah.
Do you have anything to do with the new guy? Like, have you met him?
No, I've met the new owners and their chief operating officer and all of that sort of stuff. So I've met all the team over there. Because originally Ryan put a message out to me going, "Do you want a head brewer's job again?" And my response was, "I'll have a chat." And then I went, "Nah, fuck this. This is too much work." So I'll stay with TAFE.
Yeah.
So I know what's going on there, and I'm still good mates with the team over there. Their new head brewer, I say new, he's the new brewer for there, but it's Brendan Chan, who is the head brewer back at Brisbane Brewing Company for a long time, and so he's been around. Ryan got him out of retirement of beer and brought him back in, so he's heading up the ship over there. So the beers are they're phenomenal at the moment. They are really good. So but as part of that, they're obviously doing this whole rebrand and turn it into Alamo, which is a very Texan style brewery and branding and things like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works out in the sticks of Brendale.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious how that's going to run eventually. That's going to be a very unusual. I think it could either go one way or the other. It could either alienate all of the local customers that have built up Brendale, and they've loved it, or people are going to go, it's something new. This is cool. We need something different other than in industrial areas like Brendale. They need something that's a little bit more comfortable. But
I don't think that I've ever actually been to Brendale Brewing.
Yeah, right.
Like I'm at Christmas time. Remember, I caught up with you at Hip Hops.
Yes.
And that was the first time I've been to Hip Hops. And I know you said, "Oh, Brendale's around the corner," and I was like, "Oh, I haven't been there either." So
yeah,
unless I've been out there on like a banging night that I don't remember and been dragged there.
Unusual, because usually they're closed up by sort of 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
so they're really a daytime trade. They are the quintessential industrial estate shed brewery.
Right.
Like it is.
Yeah.
Half their beers originally were named after streets in the industrial estate, or I mean the beer that sort of got them on the map was sort of Industrial Haze and General Industry IPA, which were really old school sort of IPAs. So very much tin shed, Tolex replica chairs, like really, really down that route. But yeah, I don't know how this is going to go. I am split with this, is because I know what's going on there and it's weird. So it's going to be interesting. I'm not too sure how this is going to run and how the punters are going to feel about turning what was an old industrial estate brewery, very quintessential sort of Queensland craft beer, and turn it into a Texan theme pub.
Can I be honest? It kind of makes it more interesting for me.
Really?
Okay.
You're on the.
This kind of sounds a bit interesting and awesome. Like, I kind of want to go out there. I hope that they like have some tricks of the trade that they can do some like banging US beers. That
I don't know how tight the partnership actually is and how much of a relationship there's going to be.
Yeah.
I know that the guys at Brendale have been talking with the marketing person for Alamo Beer, but that's about it, is my understanding. There's not really a huge communication between the two. They're kind of kept separate, but still the same.
You know the bunch of breweries that have been bought by the UK group,
Powder Monkey.
Yeah. Are they bringing like UK beer style brewing? Like, they've just kept them over here and running their own thing?
Like, I think, they've brought UK style beers, but they've not brought any I've not seen any Powder Monkey beers here.
Yeah.
So, because otherwise I would have, if there are, please, someone type in the group.
Send them to us.
Send them to, like, someone type in the group and tell me where, because
Carbon 6, and I'll make sure Matt doesn't get them.
Because I really want to have them. But I have noticed that a couple of the brands that they did acquire have been producing very English-esque style beers, like amber ales, which weren't really by that brewery before. They were more focused on the hoppy beers, so and stuff like that. So I don't know whether they're going to, but so this is kind of the first real international buyout where they've really made a huge change into what they're making.
Yeah.
I'm still on the fence as to whether the whole rebranding to a Texan style will work. I think if they've got someone on board that can market it well, and they've got someone good in hospo to really spearhead it, I think it might work, but they currently don't.
Yeah.
So I'm in two minds about it at the moment.
Mm. Mate, I'm going to pause it here and grab another beer because I've smashed that 50k.
Perfect, because I've smashed the
Singularity.
singularity, so I need another one as well.
Sweet. All right, we'll be back in a minute. There we go. The power of technology. That was we said we'll be back in a minute, and we're back instantly. But what beer did you go with, my friend?
Once you're drinking something as sort of zingy as that, it's hard to go off it. So I'm just sticking with another singularity.
Oh, I actually find that if you drink a Singularity, that's like my starter beer, and then after that, I'm like keen for others. I'm ready to go after the Singularity.
It's for me, it's very limey. So I'm just like, I'm looking at my fridge, going, what can I have after I've just been drinking something like really tart, or not tart, but zingy and fresh? And I'm like I'm seeing barrel aged stouts, like really big beers or Belgians, and I'm going, yeah, there's nothing here. I'm just going back for another Singularity.
On that, so I just had the 50k West Coast IPA from Happy Valley. What do you reckon I've gone to?
Have you gone Zeus?
No, it's a beer that's just come out in the last week. Some people have it. Not a lot of people can get it.
It's not a faff, is it? You bastard.
It is a faff.
Oh, you bastard. How is it?
It's excellent. I had one on Friday. I had my Friday fresh as fucking fuck Friday beer. It was my first beer last week. I hadn't had any beer all week, and so my first beer was a faff. Look at it.
Jesus.
Beautiful. Such a good beer.
Fucking Lockie is
just...
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing that Lockie and Jake used to work together?
Funny that.
Actually, they used to work together where?
Yes.
At Ballistic.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Hang on a minute. I'm just going to enjoy this.
You're going to enjoy that. Yes. I'll leave you to it. I'll how about I start the brewery wish list?
Oh, yep. You go ahead.
I'll talk while you're reminiscing over and enjoying that beer way too much.
Have you not got any? You didn't get any?
No, we were judging. I didn't go onto my phone to pre-order.
I had an alarm set.
I know you did.
I heard so that if the email came through and I emailed straight away, I actually told everyone at my table. I said, "Oh, hey, Lockie's just dropped another faff beer dump if you want it," and it sold out super quick.
Because 4 tables did that.
Yep.
There were 4 tables of people that stopped judging.
I actually messaged Lockie the day before. I was like, "You're an evil man, like to be telling everyone that you're going to do this drop while we're all judging beers in Brisbane." And he just laughed and he was like, "That's how it is, man. It's how it is."
Yeah. But yes, so on to talking about our sort of
brewery visit wish list and why.
Yes. And mine is Cloudwater. So, which is when Range started, I said that they were the Cloudwater of Australia, because that's pretty much they're almost identical in the way that they operate and what they do.
Can you get their beers over here?
Occasionally you can. They are damn expensive when you do. But you can get them. I mean, the price over there is actually really reasonable. So you're looking at about 10, anywhere between sort of anywhere between $8 and $10 a can for a 440 ml.
Oh, so I've had one of their beers. I'm just checking my Untapped.
Yeah, right.
It was just an IPA back in 2020. Yeah, and I loved it, apparently.
Yeah,
so
I mean...
This was on New Year's Eve, so who knows what time that was.
So, I mean, they do absolutely everything from sort of low and no alc beers and crazy stuff.
I remember. I actually remember that beer. I pulled the label off the friggin' can and it's stuck on my fridge.
It was that good. Wow.
Yes. Yep. It's on my beer fridge.
Yeah.
Yep. So I do remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They make absolutely stonking beers across from your low and no. I think they've done like a lychee and watermelon sour as a low or no alc beer, up to big triple dry hopped monstrosities, into barrel aged imperial stouts, like the whole lot. But no matter what they do, everything is so well done. Like the quality is next level.
Yeah.
They almost run off of the sort of um, faff and drink. What is it? The Sleep When You're Dead series that Lockie did, where it was just like, no, they get made, they get out, and we get rid of them as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Especially
Yep.
with those big, fresh IPAs and things like that. Like they're just cracking beers. And if you have a look on their website, I think one time I jumped on and they had, I think it was like 40 beers available. And it was just an absolute ridiculous number of different beers. And the amount of them that were done within the month.
Yeah.
Like it was like 15 of them that month. And it's like, how can you keep this up? But when I've had them here, they've been amazing. But I just haven't had a chance to get to the brewery when I've been over in the UK,
Yeah.
which is just mental. Considering they're only in Manchester, but it's just annoying to get there.
Yep. Yeah, I know nothing about the UK or how to get anywhere. I just assume you get on the tube, whatever that thing is, and take you where you need to go. So,
Fair enough. But yeah, they're my sort of wish list brewery to go and visit.
Yeah, so mine will probably be a surprise to many, but mine is in Denmark, and it is Tuol or Tool. I don't know how to freaking
Tool,
say it.
I think it is.
Yeah, but it's a beer. It's a beer.
Well, I mean, considering you didn't know where it was, you said it's a Danish brewery. Where's that?
No. I knew where it was. I just didn't know if Danish was Denmark, because when it's just a fucked up way of saying, why isn't it called Denmark? Why is it Denmark? It's just use the same letters or something. Why are they called the Danish people? It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. I'm sorry for any Danish people who are listening and that I've offended, but I love your brewery. So I have had a lot of their beers. So I've had 7 Tuol beers.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, no. A lot of the reason too is because they brew just different shit. So much different stuff and really weird sort of things. So they do a cream ale, a little 3.4% called Chugwork Orange, which is just,
of course it is.
Yeah, super good. But this is where I got into them, right? So Goza to Hollywood.
Oh yes,
people would have seen that around. That's
Yep.
been around for ages. Garden of Eden, which is a fruited IPA.
Yeah.
Miss Teal, 2018 edition, which is another Goza. Blossom, which is an American pale wheat. Dangerously Close to Stupid, which is a 9.3% Imperial IPA. And Space Frontier. Oh, no, that's not them. That's a whole different one. I don't know why that's in there. But, yeah, I would love to go and visit their brewery. I remember during COVID, I jumped online and I bought a shirt off their merch, and it's not the same anymore. You can't do it anymore. But I bought a shirt off their website for something like $21. Shipping was an extra $3.
Yeah.
It was at my house within 5 days.
Jeez.
Came from overseas. Like, it wasn't printed here in Australia. Like, everything on the packaging, like it had been airmailed, everything. I had it in my hand, literally, for an Australian $25 or whatever. You couldn't even go to your local brewery and buy a shirt from the brewery for $25.
No.
Like, they've been minimum 30, 35. Now they're all up around 40, 45.
Yeah.
As standard. Getting way out of hand, I reckon. But yeah. So, and I bought a shirt, and then I took it to New Zealand. I remember I was wearing it on the day that I went to 10 Ton or whatever the place is in Auckland. And then I went back to the hotel and I left it in the freaking hotel And when I called them the next day and I left my shirt in the room, they're like, oh, no, we didn't find anything. I'm like, there's some freaking craft beer nerd who's cleaning rooms in a hotel in Auckland and knew exactly what he had.
And he's walking around with that shirt
walking
to this
around,
day.
and I was like, there's a man walking around Auckland wearing a Tool shirt, and it's an XL. I was like,
That's
I was
hilarious.
not happy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Not happy. So anyway, they're a great brand, and if you haven't heard of them, check them out. You can get some of their beers over here pretty often. I see them around all the time. How's this though, right? The the way that they named their brewery, like the To'ol,
Yeah.
it's like, what did they say? It said, I'll show it. I'll find it. Hang on. I'll read what it says. All right, I'll bring it up. Hang on here. Who are we? To'ol is an independently owned Danish brewery founded in 2010 by high school friends Tor and Tobias, hence the name To'ol. I don't know if they know what hence means, because does ol mean squared, or I don't know. What is the O with the cross? Does
it mean twice? Does it mean like times 2 or something?
Yeah, anyone Danish can reach out and tell us
why.
Hence, it's named, because it just makes no sense to me. As a dumb English-speaking Australian, but
yeah.
If this reaches Denmark and it reaches To'ol, massive. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Is it To'ol or Tool? I can't even.
Yeah.
I don't know how the O is pronounced.
No, it's one of those weird things. But they do make great beers.
But yeah, so that's my brewery that I would love to go and visit. So
fair enough.
Yeah. Sorry, man, I'm getting distracted here. I was typing away trying to pronounce how to do To'ol, and we've done that, and now we need to move on to our pub court.
Yes.
Case number PC005. This week's case, I kind of want to get. We should have a jingle where we insert the jingle before we do this, and it's like the SVU beginning, but it's about craft beer, and then at the end it goes dun dun dun.
But yeah, let's not conflate beer and
no. Just, you know what I mean? It's the vibe.
Yes.
That it's it's an iconic thing that people go, ooh,
yep,
pub court is on.
Fair, you know? Yeah.
When Judge Judy walks out, this is Judge Judy Shineman.
Do we just play the Judge Judy theme?
Eloise is probably listening to this going, I'm not making fucking jingles like left, right, center, you idiots.
All right. So, yes, pub court, $18 schooners, survival pricing or price gouging. Now, as usual, I've had to upgrade my coin, aka the bottle cap.
Yep.
We now have a Smithy's bottle cap.
Okay.
So the other one
before we jump into that, so yeah, just if you missed the start of this podcast for whatever reason, you've skipped to the pub court bit. If you want to get involved, all you need to go to facebook.com/groups/Aussie Beer Voyage. It's AUSSIE for those of you outside of Australia, and you can vote. You can vote on what next week's pub case is going to be about. We take one from the list and we delete it, so all those votes that have been for one topic become null and void, and that's the one that we do. For next week, there's actually, at the moment, there's 2 cases sitting at 16%, so we need some tiebreakers to be happening.
I haven't voted yet, so I'll have to have a look at
that. So jump on and vote. You can vote for as many of them as you want. If you want to see all of them, you can vote for all of them. We're just going to start at the highest rating ones and we'll just work our way down to nothing. And as we do that, we delete it off the list and those votes go missing and we just take the next highest one. So, in saying that, this week's case is PC005 $18 schooners. Survival pricing or price gouging. Now, when we do this, Matthew, there you go. You got all normal on you.
I just felt a shiver down my spine when you said that.
The beer is getting to me.
Gosh.
Matt has a bottle cap that he flips. He decides which is heads, which is tails. I pick either heads or tails, and he decides.
So to start with,
yeah,
I change it every week as to what winning means.
Yep.
If you win, so I'm going to go this week, instead of you getting to pick if you win, heads is for the defense.
Okay.
So it's price gouging.
Yep.
Sorry, no, it's survival pricing.
Survival pricing, yep.
Tails is price gouging.
Okay.
And it's the prosecution.
Yep. And you and I have no arguments.
No, nothing prepped.
Yeah, we just do this off the cuff. We actually don't have any, well, we do have a belief in what's what, but we also just go for the best argument and just go at it and just try and do our best to present an argument for the people so that they can have a good argument to decide on what is what.
Yes.
And from there, we let the people decide, which is kind of fun.
Yes. So I'm going to flip it. Which are you picking?
Before you do this, I do have to say, on the voting for last week's, Angus commented.
Oh, I haven't even seen it, the comments.
Angus commented and said, "Hey, Matt, you realise Adsy is using chat after the court case finishes to sway voters to his side. Half your argument was supporting my argument. Your argument had so many holes in it, etc., etc. Stand strong behind your case and don't let him talk you down," which was totally negates the whole thing because you won by a landslide this week, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
and one of us doesn't win. As the people won, they just chose.
We're
not for the cause, so yeah.
No. And I think in reality, doesn't matter what we say. People are going to vote for what they vote for and what they believe in.
Yeah, that's what it's so, people just vote for what they want to. So, that's exactly right.
All right. So, are you going heads?
So, I get to choose heads or tails?
Yep. You get to go heads. You get to choose heads or tails. Heads being defense and it's survival pricing. Tails being price gouging and the prosecution. As usual, the top of the bottle cap is heads. The bottom is tails.
So heads is survival pricing.
Heads is survival pricing. Tails is price gouging.
You know, I'm pretty comfortable with both of the sides of this argument.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Price gouging. Tails.
Tails. Okay.
Oh, great. Here we go.
It was actually heads this time.
Oh, shit.
I think that's the first time.
It is the first time. It is the first time. All right, well, you get to go first on the defense.
Yeah, okay. Survival
$18 schooners, survival pricing. So let me get the timer up here.
Let me get one up as well so I can keep track as well because I'm going to lose track of time on this one.
Well, no, you can't. I just get to say to you, stop talking and your argument's finished.
Shush.
No, there's rules.
All right.
This is how often I use my stopwatch. It's already on minute 30, ready to go.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Present your argument, sir.
Okay. Judge and ladies and gentlemen of the jury, breweries, they're struggling. Prices are going up everywhere. We see it every day, not just in beer, but we see it in fuel pricing. We see it in the groceries and going to the supermarket. We see it in absolutely every day of life because everything is going up. For breweries to have to try and defend their pricing is absolutely ridiculous. Yes, things have gone up. It's going to reflect that. But at the end of the day, the breweries need to keep doing that to be able to survive. If they don't up their prices, they disappear. How many breweries have we seen go into admin and then go into liquidation because they don't keep up with pricing. They just cop it on the chin. They go, malt's gone up again. We just have to play it out. So it's not price gouging. If they could keep the price low, I'm sure they would. But at the end of the day, as things go up, so must the price of beer. I rest.
19 seconds to go. You had a timer going, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Far out. All right. This is how unlearned I am. Trying to remember, right. Price gouging, but I'm on the prosecution. I'm for price gouging. It's not a bad thing.
You're stating that breweries are price gouging. It's not a survival. They're trying to screw over punters.
Making money. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good argument for a business development manager to make.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woohoo. Yeah, we're trying to steal your money. All right. Hang on. No, hang on. Let me. Far out.
Go when you're ready.
There's no argument. Hang on, I can't. We need to be able to have an argument against this, and I need to be able to do it for the people to make an informed decision, and I can't see that I can.
Week 2, I got you to say that Gouzers were shit and they were lesser beers. And this week, I get to make you say that breweries are screwing over the punters. I'm enjoying this too much.
This is nasty. I hadn't even thought this through. We need to look at every other topic that
you've put up, yeah. So come on. You can't keep stalling. You can't keep using ChatGPT. No, come on.
How do you... I feel bad for the brewery.
Come on. You can't keep stalling while you think.
All right.
5. Come on.
You know what? Breweries don't need to pay take as much money as what they are for the schooners that they're charging for. I know what the cost of malt and wheat and yeast, hops, water, labour. I know what it all costs. You know what? I can't do it. I can't. I can't do it. I honestly can't. Hand on heart, I can't figure out a way to say that price gouging is better than survival pricing. It's not. Don't get me wrong. There's probably some breweries that have got like the traditional loss leaders out there where it's a cheaper beer to make and they put the price up closer to some others, like the McDonald's effect, you know, or you're pricing your pots up really high so you can put your schooners up higher to make a few extra bucks. But man, I
know. So how about you think? Let's reset. Let's think about it. Don't think about breweries. Think about your big macro pubs.
Yeah, but still, it's just a nasty thing to be saying.
I know. You put it in, mate.
The people voted for this one. I need to represent it well. All right.
Yes.
Hang on. I just need to make sure that what's my argument here? Price gouging. I'm on the side of price gouging, that it's a great thing.
No. You're on the prosecution. So you're stating that breweries aren't...
I should have just drunk water tonight.
Breweries aren't increasing their pricing to survive. They're just doing it to make as much money as they can. That's the two sides of the same coin.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
You're not for price gouging. You're against it, and you're stating that venues that sell beer, let's not say breweries, venues that sell beer are price gouging, and it's not for survival.
All right. I'm still going to be able to. I'm going to be doing your argument for you. I can tell.
Yep.
People who own venues are people as well. They have families that they need to pay. They have rent that they need to pay for. This is what happens when I can't do this. I can't do it.
No way.
It's not. All I can do is, like, for the last 6 years, I've worked in breweries, and I know that the people who work in those breweries do not try to charge people more than what is nice. There's always those beers where you go, oh, can we get that for it? And you see what the market dictates, but then you also pull it back when it's not moving as much as you want to or something like that.
Yep.
I don't think that anyone is out there price gouging. Are the big majors? Yeah, probably, because they can feed everyone in there with all their poker machines and people will just pay whatever when they go in there and they're buying beers. Like, if you want to be a sheeple, then go right ahead. But it's not survival pricing. The cost is what it is.
Yep.
Like, that's what it is. And we still need to make our margins, and we do that because your margins don't include all the electricity, all your staff, all the marketing efforts, the festivals you need to go to, the merch you need to buy ahead of time. Beer, you have to pay all these ingredients up ahead, and it's a long tail run before you sell all this beer. So it might be 6 to 9 months before you sell all the beer that you've invested in.
Even if you've got a 30-day account, you're not selling that beer all within 30 days.
So I don't know where we are with the time. I'm going to apologise here and now. I cannot argue in the prosecution for price gouging. I can't do it. I don't do it, and I know a lot of breweries don't do it. We're pricing where the market needs to be for us to be able to make a profit, to be able to keep running our business and do what we need to do.
Yep.
I'll stand on that hill and I'll die there.
All right. Well, I think we might have to put this one over to the jury at this point.
The jury's going to have to decide.
If anyone can come up with reasonable, logical arguments as to how breweries are price gouging or venues, pubs, bars, things like that,
put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments,
and we put it up. Yeah, and let us know, because it's hard. It's tough.
Yeah. I got off easy on this one.
Man, didn't you? What? We need a better coin and a better system. Because I can't see the coin when you flip it. I've got no idea.
Yeah. I mean, that was the first time, and the only reason that it landed on heads was because it landed on the ground and it wasn't on the bench. So we're like tumbled about
either or. I can never see it. I'm just taking your word for it.
I hadn't actually thought through that until you started talking. I'm like, oh, actually, this sucks. Yeah, I'm glad I got mine.
Yeah. And not only that, I've been lulled into a false sense of security by getting the easy one each week.
Yeah. So I think we put it over to the jury and we see what they say.
Yeah, put it to the people. Let us know.
Yep.
Mate, this week we also do every single week an industry legend shout out. We alternate between who gets to decide. Last week you picked Dennis from Bintani, which just so happened to have Dennis in Bintani's newsletter. I don't know if you...
No, I did not see that.
So Dennis was in Bintani's newsletter talking about the industry and how he got into it and all that sort of stuff, which was awesome. I was like, oh, maybe they listen to the podcast and go, oh, we need to hit Dennis up and get him on there.
Yeah. Get him on the podcast.
Mine is a little bit close to home for me. So my industry legend is probably no surprise to a lot of people, actually. Charlie Hodgson, head brewer at Woolgoolga Brewing. We recently did a collab with him, Carbon 6 Brewing. We did Polarity Shift, Tropical White Stout. For years before I even started working at Helios and working with Charlie, he used to have a thing where you could just bring in your home brews and he would judge them himself and give you feedback on them, and so that you could improve your home brew. And the poor man drank a lot of my beers, like fig and honey sours and mushroom, all sorts of stuff. Like, I've given that man all sorts of weird beers, cauliflower stout. But he drank them all and gave me feedback as well. So super nice man. If you've ever met Charlie, He's amazingly knowledgeable. He's an old school brewer. He's got knowledge up the wazoo. He knows how malts work. I don't know when he ever last dumped a beer, if he did, because if something goes wrong, he just fixes it. He just works out, what can I do with it? I can pivot and we'll make it something else.
Yep.
That's how Medusa was born at Helios. They were brewing a red beer, then they fucked up and too much roast malt went in, so they just ended up throwing a whole bag at it and calling it a black IPA, and there you go. So, yeah, the man is a legend. We were laughing today. Oh, yeah, massive shout out as well to Joel, my podcast partner who came and filmed all the Aussie Beer Voyage videos with me. It's his birthday today. Put up a story on my Instagram of Joel wearing his he grabbed the wrong shirt. He grabbed the shirt from the women's side of the merch. He was wearing it with mad respect. And so I filmed him. We all had a laugh. And Charlie, I sent it to Charlie. I was like, remember this? And Charlie was like, oh, it never gets old, that one. So, So, that's my industry legend shout out is Charlie. Much love to you, man. And hope I can catch up with you soon. He didn't get to come up for judging this year because he's just got his ring-all out, brewing enough beers. He's actually going over to New Zealand for the hop harvest and stuff over there, which I'm super jealous of.
Yeah,
I couldn't go because I'm driving down to Canberra to do a beer festival down there. So,
it is what it is.
I know where I'd rather be.
Yes.
But I'm looking forward to the festival because I've got a whole bunch of cool shit. So Charlie, mate, you're a legend. Thank you very much for everything that you've given me in my career. What else? Nothing.
I think we've gone long enough with your stalling.
Terrible. That was a terrible pub court. All right, yeah. So people, jump on if you haven't already. After all the mentions, go to facebook.com/group/Aussie Beer Voyage and join the group, and you can vote on this week's case and any other cases, as well as all of the other arguments that we're going to bring up over the following weeks. So that would be pretty fun as well. Got anything else to add before we sign off on here?